Cardi B to seize $9,000 from blogger who owes her $3 million spreading STD lie. According to Radar Online. Let's read this article. Looks insane. So you guys know about Tasha K. You guys know about Tasha K. Let me read this article. Well, before I read the article, you guys know about Tasha K, the judgment. She was spreading lies about Cardi B. There was a judgment against her. Now she has to pay $3 million from the defamation lawsuit for spreading lies on her blog. Now, this channel, we talk about the business of entertainment. Of course, we know Tasha K is a YouTuber getting sued for $3 million. Her channel is probably not worth $3 million. So what is she going to do? In this video, I'm going to break down for you as a business, as a YouTuber, as an entertainer, what you can do to avoid, having to pay up on these lawsuits. There are ways that you could avoid paying a lawsuit. There are ways. So let's read this article. So Tasha K is not being smart. Cardi B should not even be able to touch a cent from her account if she put her business in order in the right way. So let me break this down now. Cardi B has asked a court for permission to seize 5 figures from blogger as part of her efforts to collect on a $3 million judgment Radar Online has learned. So this is allegedly, this is what they're claiming. As we first reported, over the past couple of months, Cardi B fired off subpoenas to Tasha K's bank and Google. The online personality makes revenue through ads on YouTube with her website, right? Last year, the Georgia jury found Tasha Cardi in video posts on her YouTube. The rapper sued Tasha over claims she worked as an escort, had an STD, and used hard drugs. I remember this, but it's like, that's a lot. Wow. Tasha K be also stop spreading fake news on your platforms. Stop trying to have exclusives and their lies. Anyway, the musician denied having an STD or having been an escort in the past. Right? Cardi testified in court that the video caused her extreme emotional distress. She said the ordeal led her to having matrimonial problems with Offset. She sought out professional help to deal with the issues. Only an evil person could do that ish, Cardi B said on the stand. I mean, I can't believe Cardi B. What the hell? How could you just go around spreading fake news about people? It's so ridiculous. Anyway, the jury awarded Cardi $1 million in general damages and $250,000 for medical expenses on a grand total of $1.5 million. In addition, she was awarded $1.5 million in punitive damages, and another $1.3 million for her attorney fees. Tasha attempted to appeal the decision but was unsuccessful. Cardi B has been attempting to collect a $3 million plus she's owed for a bit. Last year, she fired off a notice to JP Morgan Chase, where Tasha K held a bank account. Cardi was told Tasha only had $1,083.02 in her account. Cardi then fired off a notice to Google, who owns YouTube, to keep any money owed to Tasha. So Cardi B, we know that Cardi B doesn't need this money, but she's trying to prove a point and she wants to hurt her pockets, and she wants to teach a lesson to other YouTubers, bloggers who think they can just go online and talk and spread lies. It's one thing to report things that have already happened, and there's I'm reading this article. I'm not saying I'm the one. I'm just reading an article online, but you're going around spreading lies about people. It's really disingenuous. But here we go. You are hereby commanded to immediately hold all money, including wages and other property, except what is known to be exempt, belonging to the defendant, or obligations owed to the defendant named above, beginning on the day of service, and this summons, and including the next 1,000 days, the notice read. A rep for Google told Cardi that Tasha K had $9,304.81 owed to her. Cardi now wants the court to order the funds to be handed over to her immediately. Cardi's so petty. Oh my God, you know that this $9,000 doesn't mean a thing to Cardi B. It's not real money to Cardi B. But she wants to prove a point. She wants to make a point. You can't go around spreading lies about someone and think you're going to get away with it. You can't do that. No, you are not going to do that. You're going to suffer the consequences of spreading lies about me. That's where Cardi B stands. Now, how can Tasha K get away with not having to pay Cardi B a cent? How should she get away with not paying a dime? I'm going to play a video. I actually posted it on my YouTube channel. Not my YouTube, sorry, my Instagram. You guys follow me on Instagram. I have great stories on my Instagram. I talk about everything. If you like this channel, you like my content, you're going to love my Instagram. Oh, you're going to love my Instagram. What's going on here? I'm going to my main page. How do I get to my main Instagram? All right. You guys follow me on Instagram. I am Kenim. There we go. So I posted this video on my Instagram. So let's just get to it. Let me play the video.
Almost every wealthy person in the world uses this structure because it's how you make yourself financially invincible. What you do is you create a holding company. That company owns the assets to your main businesses, right? So if your main company was to get sued, it doesn't matter because it doesn't own anything. And when your business pays dividends, it goes directly to the holding company, not to you. And if your business gets sued, you just declare bankruptcy and create a new business underneath the holding company. So the holding company doesn't do anything other than own things. So the holding company gives money to the trust, and the trust has a trustee that decides when the money is being passed on to you. So whether you are sued or the business is being sued, you're protected. And if you're smart, you won't have all these entities registered in the same country.
All right.
Look.
Let me break this down for you simply so that we can understand this, right? What Cardi B should, or what Tasha K should have done, and it might not be too late for her to do it. Now, the most important thing is that your YouTube channel should not be under your name, your personal name. Not even just your YouTube channel. Any business that you own should not be under your name, because all you have to do is be driving, get into a car accident, or maybe you have a dog and your dog is like, bites somebody, or maybe you have a kid and your kid misbehaves. All of a sudden you get a lawsuit. There was a story about a family. I think they were an immigrant family. They had built this business that was successful. They were millionaires. Their daughter got into some car accident. I think she killed someone. She was like 17. The family lost everything because they had their businesses in their name. They have their houses in their name. They have everything in their name. You don't do that. Rockefeller said, own nothing, control everything. How do you control everything? You have a trust. Your trust owns everything. The house that you have is in a trust. The business that you have is in a trust. Everything that you have is in a trust, right? So that if I get sued, well, you can sue me, but I don't have money. So even like the legal system is going to struggle getting you to pay up because I don't have any money. And I think maybe Tasha K might be trying to transfer her business into a trust. And it's one of those things that, like, I don't know if that's going to be effective now, because I don't know how easy it's going to be for her to do that now. I don't know. If I were her, I would have been doing it before the judgment, if she can do that. But anyway, so own nothing, control everything. So this structure is even more sophisticated than just putting in a trust. Now, first of all, it's in a trust. The company here is at the bottom, right? This is the company. Let's say Tasha K's YouTube channel, LLC. Let's say that's what it's called, right? That's owned by a holding company, right? So it's not even owned by a trust yet. It's owned by the holding company. The holding company owns a bunch of different companies. And what is a holding company? A holding company is just a company that owns a bunch of different businesses, right? So there we have it. Then the holding company is owned by a trust, and nobody owns a trust, but you are a trustee. And you can put certain rules and stuff for trustees, right? And then Tasha K is now the trustee, right? So when Cardi B sues her, like he described in the video, all she has to do is bankrupt that business. All she has to do is bankrupt that business. Start a new business. Now, here's the thing where you have to speak to a lawyer about, like, are you going to be able to, because if Cardi B then said, because it depends also who is Cardi B suing, right? I don't think Cardi B sued her YouTube channel. I think Cardi B sued her. And so but Cardi B, I'm sure she has good lawyers. She probably sued her YouTube channel too. So it's in a way, it's almost in a way, she could declare that channel bankrupt, right? And then once she declared that channel bankrupt, I wonder if she could sell the channel to a holding company for $1. I know Wendy Williams sold her house to her mom for $1. So Cardi B would get the dollar in the sale if Cardi B sued the company and won. But I'm not sure if a company declares bankrupt. I don't think it's active anymore. But I feel like you have to sit with a lawyer to think about an innovative way how you can transfer the ownership of that YouTube channel that is being sued to another company, right? Without having to lose the YouTube channel entirely. Because that's the thing, right? That's the thing that might be difficult. So she's going to have to figure out how to do that. But as far as Tasha K is concerned, she doesn't have to pay anything. So, and yeah, so that's the paperwork she's going to have to figure out. But I know that Cardi B is being, this money is nothing to Cardi B, but she's being very, very, I would almost call it petty about it. And I mean, I don't know if that's a fair word to say that she's being petty, but I know that Tasha K was taunting her online, and she's still kind of making fun of her in a way online and bullying her, Cardi B, saying that she ain't got no money. She's just like talking about it for no reason, almost like antagonizing Cardi. So Cardi has this like incentive to take her down and take her for every dollar that she has. And you know what? I support that. I support what Cardi is doing, but I'm just telling you guys that are watching, you could get sued, but you don't have to pay a thing. And if you set up your company properly, you could avoid having to pay anything. But those are my thoughts anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Follow this channel. Nobody else is giving you this information. Nobody else is giving you this information in the context of popular culture, what we're seeing happening in media entertainment right now in real time, and giving you some business advice to ensure that you can maximize your full potential. Now, as far as trust, it does get a little bit expensive. I think it's around $8,000 to set up a trust, depending on. So it's not that easy. And also, I know it's not that quick to transfer the trust ownership. I think you can't just rush it in the middle. Like my friend is in the middle of a divorce. I was asking her, is her house in a trust? Is all the stuff in a trust? It wasn't. So it's not that easy for her to transfer it, but align yourself with a strong, solid lawyer. That's another lesson that I learned the hard way. I've lost almost $1 million just by getting a terrible lawyer. Don't ever get terrible lawyers. Don't get the cheap bootleg lawyer. Get yourself a good lawyer, because you could be losing millions of dollars. Cardi B knows that rule, and she has her a good lawyer. That's why she won a defamation case, which is almost near impossible for someone to win. So align yourself with a strong, solid lawyer, right? And have that lawyer figure out in the middle of the case how to solve your issue. And maybe the lawyer's, handling this defamation case, you get another lawyer that's going to handle your trusts. They're trust lawyers, there's stuff like, so set that up so you can transfer that wealth before the case even or the judgment is decided. I'm losing the terminology. Align yourself in that way so you can make sure that you can keep every dollar that you make and you don't have to pay a dime. But I don't know that Tasha K I don't know that she's smart enough to do this. I hope she sees this video, or maybe not. I don't know. But I'm letting you guys know. Nobody else is giving me this information like this business advice in real time against like pop culture and what's happening. So guys, give me a like. At the very least, give me a like and follow and subscribe. All the above. You're watching Brand Video Pro. I'm your host, Kenim. And you have to go check out my new podcast called Business in Nigeria. I just interviewed a leading Afrobeats music executive, and he gave us some nitty-gritty details, not just about the music industry, but also the Afrobeats music industry. He tells us how much some of these artists are getting paid for their record deals. He talks about so many things. Click the link down below. Go watch that. If you really want to understand the inside scoop of the Afrobeats music industry, watch the first episode of Business in Nigeria. But that podcast in general, it's great for anyone that does business generally, but especially if you want to do business in Africa or even in Nigeria. You're going to get the nitty-gritty, the details on how to navigate the business landscape in Nigeria or just business in general. Very inspirational podcast. I'm excited for people to learn more about it. Go check it out. Link down below, and I'll see you next time. My name is Kenim and signing out. A peace.